everybody, and welcome back. This is the first episode back from my little break that I had. If most of you guys have been following me on Instagram, I've been talking about this a lot. So welcome to the Blu Ray Hunter. I'm the Blu Ray Hunter, Jonathan Moody, and yes, so we're back, or I'm back. There's no real we. I'm me, and that's it. But the beauty is, I took a bit of a break. It was because there was a lot going on in my life. And I was just burnt out from doing videos, from watching movies. I mean, except for the ones I had to do on Indie Film Cafe. And it wasn't like I had to. I really enjoyed doing them. But, after a while, they did a lot of the Blu-ray Hunter stuff felt like chores and not because I enjoyed doing them. Uh, the way that things are going to go now, I'm just going to give you guys a quick update, slash, we're going to go into something really cool here. Um, but the quick update thing is that I will be doing them again, and I'll still be doing quick updates probably every month, but for all the videos, but I'm going to be doing videos sporadically, and they are going to be whenever I feel like doing them. I see a lot of video people who are doing videos for a while doing the same thing where they'll just if they feel like doing something, they'll do it that week. If they don't, they won't. And me, I'm very OCD, and so I am horrible at that. I will at times be like, oh, I need to schedule this and I need to schedule that. Really, I don't need to schedule a damn thing. If I want to, I'll do it. If I don't want to, I won't do it. I mean, that's just the way it is. But anyway, here it is. Here's a video that a collector slash Instagram follower slash friend, I'll say. I really like this guy. I'm gonna mispronounce his last name, so I'm sorry, Melvin. But it's like Melvin Inez. Inez. I'm pronouncing that. If I'm Melvin, I am so sorry if I just messed up your name. But you gave me a really great idea, and I really appreciate you. This is the first episode back. So tonight I was planning to record like a bunch of different things that I could just post whenever I feel like posting them. At least get things out of the way. If I have like 5 videos, I can post them throughout like the next couple weeks. And that just helps just with me just not scheduling, but just having things in the can, which I think that's another thing is having things in the can and whatnot. A lot of times I didn't, and I was scrounging to just, come up with stuff. And so now I'm just gonna do that. So all right, so I'm gonna look at I'm cheat sheeting because I don't have them all memorized, but I should. But here it goes. So this was an idea that I had, like, I was coming up with like not content to do, but I wanted some stuff to put on Instagram. And I was like, oh, that would be cool to do like it would be like if I were at the Criterion Closet, what would I do? Right? And and so I was like, what would I do? What would I pick? And I was trying to pick of 6 different things because most of the times it's 6. It's different amounts. I think they've gone up to like 8 or 10, but like, it depends on the person, I guess. And usually they're out there searching and stuff. I saw one where the guy already had all of them picked out and he was just reading them, and that was kind of boring. And this might be kind of boring because it's not, me going to then actual closet and picking things out, but still kind of cool idea of like what probably would I pick that I don't already own. So, if I were able to go to the Criterion Closet, right? Um, these would be the movies that I would buy. So, first off, and they're all going to be like right here, like, you know, up there, listed when I show them off. So first off is the Before trilogy by Richard Linklater. And I wrote on Instagram, I've seen these films and love them, but I don't own them. Romantic and sweet, lots of dialogue, and just a fun time. I'm a huge Richard Linklater fan. So I got into Richard Linklater after I got into Kevin Smith because Kevin Smith mentioned in a book that I bought of his, Spike Mike Slacker's Dykes, and a lot of his interviews and stuff. That Slacker was the movie that, kind of got him into making movies. And so I watched Slacker, and I actually used to own Slacker on Betamax because my brother used to have it. And so we had, I watched Slacker, then I watched Dazed and Confused and all these other movies, and I just fell in love with Newton Boys. A lot of people don't. I think he directed Newton Boys, if I'm correct. That was a movie that I was like, wait a minute, really? Like, of all the movies? Um, but he did the Before trilogy, which should have been a quadrilogy, so that they could have got like Before Noon, but they did Before Midnight, and they did Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, I believe. So they, the Before trilogy, and I've never seen any of the other ones except for the first two, I believe. I don't think I saw the third one. And I love the first two, so I need to buy them, but I really love them. They're very fun, romantic, sweet, philosophical, just things that you would start talking to a girl on a date about, and then as you mature and get older with your relationships, like the more the conversation will go, things like that. Uh, then next would be Yo Jimbo and Sanjuro. Now that counts as two because they go together in a two. I don't have the Blu-ray for it, and I'm not buying the Blu-ray for it anytime soon because I believe like the 4K is coming out, and I'm gonna wait for that for July. But like if I were there now, I'd probably still buy it on Blu-ray because I don't have it. And I said I got into Kurosawa back when we've started Criterion Watch, and I love his films. Never seen these, but love every Kurosawa samurai flick so far. So that's my next one there. And I mean I'm into Kurosawa, especially the I've seen the Kurosawa, I've seen the some of the samurai ones. That's all I own. So no, I also own High and Low, which is a neo noir movie, or was a noir movie at least. With and it's a cop movie and kind of cool. I liked it. When I watched it, I'm like, wow, did like Law and Order steal from this? Because they seem to have like very Law and Order type stuff in it. Anyway, next is a movie I love to death, and it's The Breakfast Club, and I don't own it on. I think I own it on regular Blu-ray. When they had like a regular release of it, but I don't own it for Criterion. I wish it would. I might wait because I have a feeling it might go to 4K at some point, considering like this year's the 40th anniversary of it. So like I'm surprised it wouldn't get a 4K release. So I'm gonna wait. If it gets through it's like regular thing, I may still buy it on Criterion. If it's like if Sony or whoever owns the rights to it, puts it out on their label, I might still get the Criterion Blu-ray. Okay. Next is the 400 Blows, which I've heard really good things about, but I've never seen, and I absolutely like every time people talk about it, it just blows my mind of like, why haven't I watched this movie yet? It's Truffaut. I own Hitchcock Truffaut, which is probably one of my favorite books on two filmmakers talking. Another one is Conversations with Wilder, where it's Cameron Crowe and Billy Wilder talking. I wish somebody had done one with William Wyler, but nobody did. Josh Becker would have been the perfect person to do an interview with him. Um, but the 400 Blows is supposedly a really great movie. It's one of the Criterion films I just haven't checked out. But need to, it's one of those movies that people talk about all the time. There's another one on this list that's just like that too. Both are kind of staples of Criterion. So Blowout, I own on Blu-ray. I need to get the 4K. Planning to get the 4K this year from in July, I believe. Um, it's another movie I adore. John Travolta and Brian De Palma, uh, both did excellent jobs in the movie. Brian De Palma directing an amazing movie, and John Travolta. This was John Travolta in his prime. It's before he did Look Who's Talking and all those other movies that kind of stalled his career until he ended up going into doing like Pulp Fiction and stuff like that and getting brought back into the limelight. Um, I absolutely love John Travolta in the movie. I love the whole movie. It's great. Fantastic. If you haven't seen Blowout, it's amazing. I've heard it's a remake or so or adaptation of Blow Up, and so I would like to see that as well at some point. That's also in the Criterion Collection. All right. And last, but definitely not least, is Bicycle Thieves, which I've always kind of joked because my dad always called it a bicycle thief. If you watch like The Player, they call it Bicycle Thief. I mean, it is that's how everybody knew it as. But apparently we find out that it was like a mistranslation or something. It actually means bicycle thieves. I don't know if that works better, like if there are multiple thieves in the story, so it should have been thieves. I don't know, but I really want to watch it because it's a staple in the Criterion Collection. A movie I still haven't seen, but I feel like I have to own. If you're a Criterion collector, you have to own that movie. This movie's like Seven Samurai and, all these movies that I feel like are essential, to own. Uh, so yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the first video back. A quick update and my picks on my what I would do in my Criterion Closet. It's kind of funny. There's gonna be more videos coming. Like I said, I'm gonna record a couple tonight. I don't know, I may record like five, six, whatever I can. They're gonna all be different little videos and stuff. And it may get to the point where I bring it back to having a specific schedule. I want to not do that because I feel like that might have been what screwed me over. But I feel like I'm that kind of person who has to have it structured that way. And if that's the case, I've just got to learn that it's okay. That there's sometimes I'm not going to have something, that month or whatever, and that's fine. But, you know, um, because I think that's also what got me on my nerves is like there would be days where I wouldn't have something or I wouldn't have recorded it and I'd be like, oh, missed it. Like, and then I'd be getting mad at myself. Not because I think anybody actually cares. It's all on me. Like, I hate to say it. Like, if I were doing this for money or something, it'd be completely different. But I am doing this for fun. I enjoy doing this. This is and that's why I think my burnout happened is because I was starting to feel like it I was taking it way too seriously and and everything and I got to relax. It's hard. And like it's easier to say, oh man, just relax, but it's harder to relax when you kind of, not a perfectionist or anything. I'm definitely not, but I'm definitely somebody who wants to make sure that like the videos that I do I'm happy with, or whatever, that I'm keeping up with them not when I say I'm going to, but just when I plan to. So, anywho, I know for a fact every Friday, well, not every Friday. I'm not gonna say that yet. I'm gonna say Fridays are gonna be pickup days. So there might be some days you get a pickup, video, and some days you may not. I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping because I am going to do a lot of them back to back today that you will get one at least once a week for a while. Up until I get burned out again and I'm like, I don't like doing this anymore. It's weird. I don't know. Like me talking about it just sounds way crazier than what's probably going on in my head. So I just need to relax. All right, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And thank you once again, Melvin. That was a great suggestion. I even said that in the comment that I'm probably going to do that tonight. And I did because, why not? So hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit me back up and let me know what you guys' thoughts are. Is this something like, the other thing I was getting really frustrated about doing, and I don't think I recorded them from last month, but they were going to be the videos that I do where I talk about the movies that I'm kind of excited about for the next month. Those are going to be gone. I'm not going to do that for a while. I I just don't. They're not getting enough attention like I thought they might, and B, they're just they're just a lot of work, way too much work, and they're not fun. So, like I'm just like I I'm doing this so that I don't have to do work, right? Like this is fun for me. This is supposed to be fun. So once it starts feeling like that, feeling like it's a project instead of feeling like it's just me talking to you guys, which is something I want to do more of, is just have like conversations with you all. And these are all the conversations. This is not being edited in any form whatsoever, except to put up the little pictures of the movies that I'm talking about. That's it. That's my only edit that I do. Everything other than that is just boom, boom. I put everything up and then I go bye bye, and I send it out to the internet as I don't really. I'm not trying to be a big time commentator on here. I'm just trying to have fun and enjoy it and be a collector like everybody else. If I were really trying, things would be different and I'd probably be way more stressed. And I wouldn't probably like it. I wouldn't enjoy it after a while. I would be like, I don't want to do this anymore. And you would definitely see me gone. So the fact that I'm coming back because I had a little bit of a break, and that was much, much needed. It's done. It's over. We're ready to move on, and let's move on. So next video, I not sure what it's gonna be, but have fun. Just enjoy it and whenever it comes out. I'm probably gonna schedule these ahead of time or whatever just to get things going again. Because I love you guys. I love doing these videos. Otherwise, I would have stopped a long time ago. Um, so I created the Blu Ray Hunter because I enjoyed it. I didn't create the Blu Ray Hunter so that I could just sit back and, collect a lot of money or something. And I know a lot of people who even monetize and don't make a lot of money. They still have to do their regular jobs, and everything. So, but they just enjoy doing this. This is a passion for me. And for a while, I wasn't even collecting movies. I got back into collecting some movies. You'll see some of those in my pickup videos and stuff. So thank you guys. Like this has been wonderful. I love you all and I appreciate everything you guys have done. So thank you guys. Hope you guys have a good one. Bye.